So, obviously, today is the media day for the Fever. So, there's going to be an awful lot of talk right here. There's going to be a lot of talk. And you guys have not seen this right here from Aliyah Boston. So, Aliyah Boston is obviously being asked about Caitlin Clark. And it's in an obvious one, in a very, very obvious thing. This is what Aliyah Boston has said about what the biggest change is in Caitlin Clark.
Where, now that you've had a year playing with each other, where do you see...
Why is this so low? Why is the volume so low? Please tell me at least you can hear Aliyah.
this year compared to maybe last year?
I feel like everyone talks about it. I'll see it on social media. They're like, Caitlin has so strong muscles, and don't tell her I said that. don't even mention that.
Yeah.
But I think her strength. I mean, she gets in the paint and she's able to bully her way in and finish strong at the basket. I mean, everyone talks about once again her three-point shooting, and we've all seen her passing. But I think her ability to get downhill and really just stay on balance and score the ball, I think is going to be.
Why is that? Why is the volume so low in that? Like I have to get a higher volume of that. But basically, she's talking about Caitlin Clark being able to get downhill and bully her way inside, which is, I mean, very, very true. Very, very true. Where is it? Here we go. Is it louder?
Compared to maybe last year?
I feel like everyone talks about it. I'll see it on social media. They're like, Caitlin is so. don't even mention that.
Yeah.
But I think her strength. I mean, she gets in the paint and she's able to bully her way in and finish strong at the basket. I mean, everyone talks about once again her three-point.
So
shooting.
yeah, that is a big thing. That is a big, big thing. Okay, you guys can hear fine, so I must just have the low volume on my computer. But that is a massive thing when it comes to Caitlin Clark, because like everyone, like one of her biggest problems last year was her strength. It was an issue. We can be completely honest here. Like her strength was a problem, and it's not gonna be a problem anymore. And again, it's not like she's gone full Kelsey Plum on it. It's not like Caitlin Clark has gone full Kelsey Plum. It's not like she's bulked up to the like size where she is one of the bigger guards in the league. But we saw last year, even post Olympic break, that she was able to she was posting up smaller guards. And what it's going to allow Fever to the Fever to do is huge, because if you want to look at, say, WNBA or we're going to look at the Liberty. We're going to look at their, the rosters construction. So the New York Liberty, if you're looking at their team, so obviously, like most of these people aren't going to make the team. Their starting five is going to be Stewie, Jonquel, Breanna, Phoebish, and Tash Cloud. Who's Breanna guarding? Breanna cannot guard Caitlin. Caitlin's just going to play bully ball on Breanna. So they're going to have to probably put Tash Cloud on Caitlin. Breanna's then got to guard Kelsey Mitchell. So it becomes infinitely more difficult. And because Leonie Phoebish is so much stronger, or say not so much stronger, because DeWanna Bonner is so much taller, Leonie Phoebish has to guard DeWanna Bonner. And we're looking at championship matchups. When we're looking at championship matchups, like if they're in a playoff situation, it makes Caitlin Clark infinitely more difficult to guard. And I've stand by this. First game of the season, if you are the Chicago Sky, if I'm the Chicago Sky, the only player on the Sky, like Ariel Atkins can actually do a bit of a job on Caitlin Clark. The problem is that no one else in the Sky can guard Kelsey Mitchell. But if I'm the Sky, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, Angel's starting on Caitlin. Like, I still think Caitlin cooks Angel, by the way, but I think Caitlin cooks Angel less than she cooks Sloot. I don't know how you can potentially even consider putting Sloot on her, but then you can't put Sloot on Kelsey Mitchell either, because she's just going to overpower Sloot. And that's the thing. We forget how tall Caitlin Clark is. She is a 6-foot guard, and she's not a weak six. She's not a passive 6-foot guard. Why the Fever didn't sign Janelle Salone? Because she's leaving in the middle of the season, and it's championship or bust this year. Paige, the most frail looking player in the WNBA. How will her body hold up? She's nowhere near the most frail looking player in the WNBA. There are a lot of skinnier players than Paige Bueckers, but I think Paige Bueckers is going to hold up like Caitlin last year. She's going to get hit hard early, and she's going to be shell shocked. She's going to be shell shocked with how hard she gets hit early on in the year. So I do think that when it comes to Paige, I think she'll be fine, but I don't think she's also going to get hit as hard as Caitlin did last year. She's going to get hit, but she's not going to get hit as hard. But when it comes to Caitlin, you've now got a point guard who is built like a small forward. Why would Angel guard Caitlin? Because the Fever's power forward, the Sky are probably starting Beck Allen, who's a 3-4, who can guard power forwards, who started power forward last year for the Phoenix. Beck Allen goes and guards Natasha Howard. Beck Allen can't guard Caitlin. Center on center matchup. Like, you don't guard your position. Like, Caitlin's not going to guard the other team's point guard ever. Like, let's be real. If Caitlin's guarding the other team's point guard instead of where there's something's gone seriously wrong with their defensive system, something gone seriously wrong. Thank you, Elbows Up for the £10. Really appreciate that. From somewhere in England, or maybe Jersey or Guernsey, or maybe Gibraltar. Gibraltar use £1 as well. But yeah, like, I just think the Caitlin's bulk, if all of a sudden Caitlin is able to attack the basket, if she's not able to attack the basket, she was already able to attack the basket, but if she's able to play a bit of bully ball, if she's able to play a little bit of bully ball, it means if they're ever in a spread offense, you can't just physically rough up Caitlin anymore, which it worked last year. It worked. It did work. We can't lie and say a lot of times when Caitlin Clark was struggling was because she was getting physically beaten up, and that's not going to happen. And Aliyah Boston again confirming it. And the fact is, Aliyah Boston has literally come out and basically said, literally came out and said, like, she's able to bully her way into the paint right now. And it's not like the Fever have weak defenders on her. Like, she's being guarded by Bree Hall. She's being guarded by Sophie Cunningham, by Lexi Hall in practice. And if she's out there bullying them, she's not going to be facing that much more physical defenders in the WNBA. She's really not. Like, she's going to be facing more physical defenders, but not like significantly more physical defenders than them. So, yeah, like, the fact that Aliyah Boston is coming out and said that is very fair. Is very fair. And it means that obviously it's a thing, because she's not going to, let's be real, no one's going to be putting a target on Caitlin. No one on that team, if Caitlin Clark did not get stronger, is putting a target on Caitlin Clark's back if they don't believe it. Let's be real. Let's be real. No one on that team is doing that. And again, you've now got Aliyah Boston talking about it, and you got a physically strong 5. You've got Kelsey Mitchell, but then you've got a really, like, a small forward sized point guard, a center sized small forward, and then a normal sized power forward and center. Like, I'm telling you guys, the Fever mean business this year. The Fever mean business.